Hi everyone, IGCSE Business Studies Investigating Small Business Section A. Right, look at this case study, the Dollhouse Beauty Lounge. The Dollhouse Beauty Lounge is a hairdressing salon located in Dubai, and it also offers a range of beauty treatments to customers. And these treatments include the massage, clean and manicure. The salon is currently employ 8 staff. Has recently decided to expand to offer treatment for male customers, and this include haircuts and hot towel shaves. Four new employees will be recruited as a result of the expansion. Four new recruits will be result. We have a four new recruits. Four new employees will be recruited as a result of expansion. Kareem Abu Samra is a businesswoman at the top of her game with the ownership of fashion, beauty, and lifestyle license under her belt. Some of those names include the Celebrity Hair Salon, Joss Eber, and Versace Kids, Samra Jewelry amongst many. Samra is also a well-connected solicitor and also known for her lavish events and for being seen among the notable and elite members of the UAE society, right? She also participates in a lot of charity work and uses her position to give back to organizations such as the Rashid Center for Disabled Children with personal visit to the center and treatment stays for the children at the salon. Right. By looking at this case study, we can find out this is a salon, a case study salon. She's doing the Abu Samra. She's the entrepreneur. She's the owner of the salon. And also we can see the second part of the para of the case study. We can see some social and enterprise connection also there. She's actually helping some the children, this Rashid Center for Disabled Children. And then she's doing the business like that. And also not only that, she's a franchisee also. So this case study actually giving some small, like more access to different parts like sole trader and then franchisees and then social enterprises like that. So many small businesses we can access, like models we can access to this case study. So when you are reading this case study, I highly advise for you to actually use a highlighter or underliner. Then you can underline the important things, especially the name of the business, the Dollhouse Beauty Lounge, and the hair dressing salons, a tertiary sector business, location in Dubai, and then what other treatments or services they offered in the salon. We can use this thing in your application. That's why the things they are offering in the salon, like massage, waxing, manicure, and they have 8 employees right now, right? So normally these are the people who are actually providing this stuff, like it can be therapists, it can be the hairdressers, right? It can be the beauticians, like that. You can find out these things. 8 staff members are there, permanent staff members for their treatments. And also the second paragraph, you can see the other connections with the Abu Samra. She's actually top of her game, means she's actually one of like a leading entrepreneur in the Dubai. And also she has other bills, like other franchises are there, like lifestyle licenses, mean she's a franchisee of different businesses. For example, you can see the celebrity hair salon, Joss Iber, his franchise names, and Versace Kid, some jewelry. Like she has some diversified businesses are there. So the salon is only just a one business. There are other businesses, are jewelry shop and Versace Kids and celebrity hair salon, Joss Iber Lodge, like that. There are certain other businesses also have her name, right? And the latter part of this case study, she mentioned she's helping the like a lot of charity work. She's doing the social enterprise of Rashid Center for Disabled Children. That's also you can highlight. You can use that thing in your application. And also, she's right now she wanted to recruit a new 4 new employees will be recruited as a result of this. She want to expand her business. That's the thing. So she's in the stage of expanding, right? Right. Okay, it's a real case study in the Dubai. You can see the source also there. This Dollhouse Beauty Launch. We'll see what is the questions. There are 2 questions are there, which carries 20 mark each for this paper. Question number 1, starting with the MCQ questions. A sole trader has. So I'll invite you all to interact with me in the chat line. You can give your answers there. So sole trader has 1, limited liability, 2, unlimited liability, 3, independent liability, 4, supreme liability. Yes, very good. I can see there are answers are there, about 10 answers I can see. The answers is sole trader has unlimited liability. Correct. The 7 student gave the correct answers. Unlimited liability. Very good. So that Limited and unlimited liability things are there, but there is nothing like independent or supreme. These are wrong words. So correct answer is 2, unlimited liability. The second MCQ question, which of the following is not an advantage of a sole trader? They're asking disadvantage of being a sole trader. 1, more capital can be raised. 2, flexibility. 3, 100% profit can enjoy. 4, financial information is not published. Is asking not an advantage of a sole trader. So there are giving another advantage for relevant for another business, but you can see one answer is there, it's not relevant for sole trader. So I can see yes, more capital can be raised. Very good. Answers given by different students. Very good. So congratulations, you got the correct answers. Correct answer is a question. Answer is 1. More capital can be raised is a, it's not an advantage related to sole trader. It's advantage related to partners and private limited companies and PLC. So more capital they can raise, but sole trader can't raise that much of capital. Okay. And after that, the question number 3. The main objective of a small business startup in the first 5 years of trading should be. In the first 5 years of trading, what kind of objective is there? Profit maximization, 1. Number 2, customer satisfaction. Number 3, survival. Number 4, expansion. Yes, very good. I got a couple of answers. Yes, correct answer is 3. Everyone gave the correct answers. Yes, very good. Third one's the correct answer. Because first 5 years, business should start survival. You should try to survive without failing. So that's the main objective of the first 5 years of any organization. Okay. Let's say 3 MCQ questions in the part A. Now part B of this first question, they're asking define the term public corporation. Public corporation. So definition questions normally we are checking AO1. Public corporation, you can see the business organization owned by the government or state, we call public corporation, right? Public corporation means you can see, no need to give example. Public corporation means a definition, the business organizations owned by the government, we can see business organization owned and controlled by the state or government, we call a public corporation, right? So you can see normally this we are awarding 1 mark for the correct definition of the public corporation. Here you have to main thing is the government. If you have the owned by the government or controlled by the government, if you use that keyword, so they are giving marks for you, right? So part C, 1 mark question. State 1 fundraising method for social enterprise. State 1 fundraising method for a social enterprise. This case, state question we need application is AO2 base question. And one method of, because there are certain methods are there for charities and everything, we have done so many case studies like that. This case, there is a case study in the Rashid Center for Disabled Children. So this is the main organization. So you have to mention the application in the case study, how these children, this disabled children, the center, sometimes we call this as a special kids, right? In this center, we can't use the word disabled children, but that organization, how they collect money, you can say donations given by the Abu Samra, and she personally every week, and she gives donation. Not only her, Dubai community will be like to give more donations to those kind of organizations. So therefore, you can say yes, donation given by them, and also sometimes they can do fundraising projects, right? So Abu Samra or someone, the Dubai community can organize some fundraising events such as musical concerts. Sometimes they're selling their cards or something like that. You can say a couple of answers I'm saying. It's charity. Charity. You have to develop that answer with the application, because if you just write donations, charity, cake sales, something like that, you don't get any mark. You have to apply to the case study here. I'll show you the mark scheme here. Fundraising event, you can say like a gifts or sale in salon, right? You can use that thing in the salon. And sponsored activities, for example, musical concerts, film festival in Dubai, because this is located in Dubai, the charity located in Dubai. And selling greeting cards to the clients who comes to the salon services and other organizations. You can give greeting cards designed by them. Donations from clients in the case like Rashid Center for Disabled Children, right? So donation from clients in this case, Rashid Center for Disabled Children. Samra do personal visit, therefore she can donate money for them. Like that, you have you can't just alone, you can't say this thing like, donations, charity, right? Cake sales, card sales, like that. That's wrong, right? What you have to do, always add something to the Samra or Dubai or something, children's. You have to say something with the case study, then only you can easily. So always, that means always we encourage you to state questions, write the full sentence without writing a single word, right? So always encourage you to write the full sentence there, then automatically you can apply the application you can use there, right? So question number 1, part D, another state question. State the business sector which Dollhouse Beauty launch belongs to. Okay, so what sector they belongs to? Primary sector or secondary sector or tertiary sector or coordinate sector? Which sector? Yes, I got a couple of answers. Yes, the answer is given by, yes, very good. 3 students saying yes, tertiary sector. 4 students, correct, very good. It's tertiary sector. But answer, you can't just write tertiary sector, then it's 0 mark. You have to say they operate in tertiary sector since they're providing a salon or beauty service, right? The Dollhouse Beauty operates in the tertiary sector since they're providing a salon services. You have to give a proper, like a full sentence answer without writing tertiary sector. If you write tertiary sector, 0 marks. If you write tertiary sector since they are offering salon services, then only I give you 1 mark. Okay, so that answer also I'll show you the model answer for this kind of a question. You can see state the business sector, Dollhouse Beauty. Dollhouse Beauty Lounge operates in the tertiary sector as they provide salon services such as beauty treatments to both male and female. These treatments include massage, waxing, and manicure. Like that, always, even 1 marker question, I always encourage thoroughly you to write the full sentence. If you just write the tertiary sector only, no marks. You have to write the full thing, the business name. They operates in the tertiary sector as they provide salon services or beauty services, beauty treatments. Example, right? Manicure, massage, waxing, manicure, haircuts, everything, right? Yeah, you can just say it, since it's a salon, they're operating tertiary, that's also correct because that's very straightforward answer. Right. Next question is a part E, question number 1, part E, outline 1 benefit to Dollhouse Beauty launch of sales growth. Outline 1 benefit of Dollhouse Beauty launch of sales growth. So now they're in the level of expansion. They're recruiting new workers also. So you have to say 1 benefit of expanding the business, sales growth. If business growth, more customers you can provide the salon services, then more customers will come and they do the repeat services with the salon, like they will come again and again for repeat services to obtain their manicure, pedicure, everything. And as a result of that, the Samra can increase their profit margin, right? That 1 benefit, right? 1 advantage and the application. So you can say, yes, more popularity is a correct answer, but you then apply, the salon will be more popular. You can say the salon will be more popular as a result of that high sales growth, more profit can be operated. So I'll show you the model answer for this also. If you provide more like a sales growth, you can see high level of sales growth. AO2 answer here, 1 mark for identification of benefit and 1 strand development with context. So you can say 1 paragraph is enough for this. I'm giving 2 paragraphs here. A celebrity hair salon like Joss Eber, Versace Kids, Samra Jewelry. This is a portfolio of like businesses Samra owns in Dubai. Can increase her revenue from different business segments. Therefore, she can maximize her profit. She can maximize her profit and can use this fund to diversify and expand the business. Right? If you say another point, moreover, Samra has recently decided to expand to offer treatments for the male customers, right? Offering the services they extended for male customers also. This include haircuts and hot towel shaves. Therefore, she can improve her sales and provide the more satisfaction for unisex client. So both males and females, she can provide the services. Right now, she's in process of expanding. She's opening another market segment. So far, she only provides services only for female. Now she's opening another segment for males also in Dubai, providing the different services like haircuts and hot towel shaves and everything. So therefore, as a result of that, she can improve her sales and provide more customer satisfaction. You can say like that. Always use the context. That's a key of success in business studies. use the contextual answers. Okay. Question number 1, part F, explain question. When you're writing explain question, we don't need any application. You can just write the one reason and then you can write the 2 development points with that. Okay. So explain one reason for the decline in the manufacturing sector business in developed countries. Explain one reason for the decline in the manufacturing sector business in developed. This is asking, we discussed a chapter called deindustrialization in our first few chapters. The reasons for deindustrialization, they're asking decline in manufacturing sector is known as the deindustrialization. One factor for this. This kind of similar questions were there in our other papers also. Always deindustrialization caused by the expansion of the tertiary sector. When the people's income increases, they will want to spend more money on the leisure activities, traveling, shopping, restaurants, entertainment, movies, everything like that. You can mention some example like that. When the human, the people income increases, as a result of that, people would like to spend the money more on leisure activities, especially on tertiary sector industries. As a result of that, there is a decline in the manufacturing sector because people would like to spend their more time for leisure activities. Another reason you can say, another reason for the industry, you can see the development of technology, right? Because of the development of the technology, a lot of people actually, the manufacturing businesses, people are moving from manufacturing businesses to tertiary sector business because by now there is no need of that much of labor intensive production because there are so much of machines and capitals are there. So that's another reason why the decline in the tertiary manufacturing sector business, right? On the other hand, you can see the economic growth in countries. A tertiary sector development is there. So most countries are investing on tertiary sectors such as education, hotels, and tourism, and entertainment industries like that. As a result of that, there's a decline can be seen in the manufacturing and the assembly line sector. There's an improvement in the tertiary sector. So these are the main potential, point that you can write. Pick one point and you can explain the other factors. Okay, I'll show you the marking scheme here for 3-mark question, part F. Why manufacturing sector decline? So here we are asking the like a 1 point and 2 strands, right? Benefit and an impact, reason and the impact. So 1 mark for identification of the benefit or the point, 2 mark for explanation of that point. Okay, these are the main points I'm given. This is not a like explanation. Spending preference on services than manufactured goods. Spending preference, consumer taste and preference is there right now for the tertiary sector activities than the manufactured goods. And there is a high competition in the manufacturing sector from developing countries such as India, China, and Brazil. There's a huge competition coming from the other developing countries for manufacturing sector. Therefore, you can see, so when the developed countries, always they're actually not willing to participate in the manufacturing business. They wanted to focus on tertiary sector business activities because there is always more competitive and low-cost countries are there in the world like India, Brazil, China, Vietnam, Bangladesh, like that. So there are so many factories, manufacturing locations are available in East Asian countries and South Asian countries. Therefore, there's a developed countries, always they're focusing on tertiary activities because of the regional specialization. Another point, if you can write about this, you can say the growth of the public sector. There's a public sector or the tertiary sector development is there with when the country develop, automatically people would spend on the tertiary sector activities. And finally, you can say there's advancement in technology and machine which replace the labor. Then those labor will be find jobs in the tertiary sector activities. Therefore, as I told you, when the country develop, the technology also develop. When technology develops, what happens? The manufacturing sector employment will decline because machine will replace the labor. And as a result, that labor will have to find alternative jobs in tertiary sector. Therefore, there will always development or boom we can see in the tertiary sector. This is how you can write the 3-mark question. Don't write multiple points. Pick 1 point and then you can develop that thing using, I told you one model also for this, they're called BLT, because, leads to, and therefore. Question number 1, part G is another explain question you can see. Explain one reason for privatization. This is we discuss under public cooperation chapter, privatization, nationalization, reason for privatization, reasons against privatization, different four methods of privatization, right? Reasons for government ownership, public ownership, reasons against the public ownership, right? Reasons for privatization, reasons against privatization. So these concepts, please go through in our notes and previous sessions. You know all these things under privatization is a public corporation lesson. So under that, they're asking one reason for privatization. Privatization is ideal when there's an inefficiency in the government. Privatization is ideal when there is a huge competition is if needed in the industry. So privatization is important when the industry is not expand because of like government inefficiencies, high level of political influence, corruption. So like that, then privatization is important. One reason. So I'll explain this one. So take one next point and then you can explain by using other two strands. I'll explain you the main reasons behind the privatization. These are the four reasons for privatization. Here also you can mention one point, right? Don't write multiple points. Take one point and then develop using other explain. What's happened after that? What happened after that? For example, to generate income, government has to privatize the public corporations. So then explain that this will leads to government can earn money by selling their public properties, right? Public corporations. Therefore, government can utilize that money to in development of the infrastructure and other government expenses. Secondly, to reduce the inefficiency in the public sector. Sometimes public sector seen as very inefficient and high cost consuming for the government, which is unmanageable and become a burden for the government finance. Therefore, in order to reduce the inefficiency, privatization is encouraged to get rid of this loss-making business unit, and then you can give it to the private sector business to make it profitable, and later on government can get rid of that burden, the financial strain on the government. Therefore, to reduce inefficiency in the public sector, they can always encourage privatization. Moreover, you can see third point as a result of deregulation. Deregulation means like reducing the regulations, removing kind of regulations and laws, barriers. That's called deregulation. Deregulation always is a good feature of the modern economy, democratic economy. There are always the like democratic control, and always the government want to get rid of their controlling in the businesses. Then they give the full freedom to business to operate as they wish. So as a result of deregulation, government wanted to give opportunities for more private sector entrepreneurs. As a result of that, privatization will be encouraged that sell the public properties to private people, individuals and organizations. And finally, to reduce the political interference, privatization is ideal to reduce the political interference because in public sector there is more political powers, political appointments, political so many interference, corruption is there. So in order to remove those barriers, normally inherent limitations on the public sector, is always privatization can be encouraged. Rather, these are the four reasons comes in the our handout and the textbook. So you can use one of these reasons. No need to write everything. For 3-mark question, pick one reason and then explain by using another two sentences. Okay, so you can write like that. Okay, let's go to the next question. This is we are talking still question number 1 of small business, right? In the question number 1, 3-mark question. Question number 1, part H, 6-mark question. Analyze 2 impacts of specialization to Dollhouse Beauty launch. Analyze 2 impacts of specialization to Dollhouse Beauty launch. This question is a 6-mark question. When you're writing a 6-mark question, think this is like a 2 explain question you're writing. Same structure for explain question. 1 advantage. Impact mean you can write 1 positive and 1 negative. Or you can write either 2 positives or 2 negatives also okay. But I always like to actually student can write like a both sides, like 1 positive point and 1 negative point, because it's asking impact. Impact can be a positive impact and negative impact. Therefore, a specialization thing, you can say specialization, there are good benefits also there, good impacts also there, and also specialization, there are bad impacts also there. The good impacts of specialization, you can see, especially you can link to the application because we are giving 3 marks for application and 3 marks for analysis. So specialization will be offered always. Like people will be more productive. They can efficiently work in a salon. For example, they can efficiently handle the equipments like machines such as, in the some salon here, like you can see the spa products. Okay, they can actually handle the manicure, pedicure, and then all the equipment they can, proficiently they can handle without any damage. Therefore, that which increase the customer satisfaction and then repeat purchase. So both men and women, they will come again and again to take the treatment from the Dollhouse Beauty Launch. However, another problem of the specialization, you can see the negative impact of specialization. You can say workers sometimes become boring and monotonous because same thing. If the person who doing the manicure is totally every day is doing have to do a lot of manicure treatment for all customers. So as a result of that, the beautician or the person who works with in that particular area will be more boring, and I can see boredom, fatigue, and monotonous will be happen. Moreover, the workers sometimes get professional diseases. Example, if you always work with their in front of for example, salon, you can say the person who always exposed to always sitting and without sitting. If you always standing and working, normally salons and everything is very difficult to sit and work. Always when the customer comes, you have to up and you have to work. And then as a result of that, sometimes there can be joint pains, leg pains. So professional diseases can become as a result of that, you can say. Sometimes like a situation like if a person who works in front of the computer, your eyesight can be weak, like that professional diseases can become. So in a salon, these are the professional, sometimes joint pains, sometimes you can see you're exposed to more chemical, you're always using some kind of like a hair coloring and treatments like it and dyeing and everything. Sometimes those dyes and colors can be impact for you. Sometimes you're inhaling, sometimes it goes to your skin. So that sometimes it will be more poisonous. So dealing with more chemicals like that, you can always think like that. Use your imagination and think. Okay, we'll see the marking scheme. What are the general good points and bad points of specialization? So out of that, I'll take 1 positive point and 1 negative point. Here you can see specialization advantages. For 6 mark also, I'll write 1 advantage and explain, and how you point 1 disadvantage and explain. For specialization, workers become quicker at providing services in salon. For example, in this case, more productive. Increase customer satisfaction due to high quality, right? Increasing customer satisfaction due to high quality of services. Careful and smooth use of salon equipments. Therefore, damage will be minimum and repair costs will be lower, which increase the profit. Workers' specific skills will be improved. Salon reputation will increase, and more motivation from job satisfaction. As a result of that, it's easy to recruit workers. But however, points of their disadvantage of specialization, greater cost of training workers. Quality might be suffer if workers become bored by the lack of variety in their job. Because a person who always doing for example, manicure or pedicure or massage, work like a therapist, you always performing the same job again and again, again and again, again and again. So though, as a result of that, the person will be more stressed, and then he sometimes very difficult to take a rest, sometimes automatic their appointments. So as a result of that, this will feel some boring, and the boredom, fatigue, and monotonous. And workers' skill may be suffer as they are only doing one job, and workers may eventually be replaced by machinery. These are things like normally you can write about the benefits and the limitations in the impact questions. Okay, so this is the question number 1. End of question number 1. We talk about the small business Dollhouse Beauty Launch. Okay, let's go to the question number 2. Same case study. Question number 2 is asking number 1 to outline one benefit of charity work. Outline one benefit of charity work that might lead to success of the Dollhouse Beauty Launch. Right. So this case, you can say the benefit of charity work, how it impact to the Dollhouse Beauty Launch. Charity means always is a giving. So financially, it will be a loss. But in terms of marketing, this will be a really good impacts are there. For example, the publicity, the Dubai people might thinking, wow, this business doing a great job. Look at that. So they are giving free treatments in their salon for the disabled children. So this improve the image of the business. So more demand will be there. So because she's actually operating a fashion house called Versace Kids. So their families might be thinking, okay, we should go to this place to buy something because this business is really good. It's a very good social entrepreneur. She's actually supporting the community with the disabled children. So this is a really nice, good job. It's a good, right, ethical business. We should go there. We should buy from there. We should visit their shops like that. People might thinking like, about you, the good reputation will be built, the glamour will be built up. So not only financially it will be a loss for you, but non-financially, the giving charities and everything would create a very good success and positive impact for the Dollhouse Beauty launch. When you're writing this question, application is mandatory. Outline question, 1 point for the point and one mark for the development. I'll show you the marking scheme. Here you can see outline the benefit of charity work that might lead to the success of the Dollhouse Beauty launch. You can see because of the charity, it's improved the social image about the salon in Dubai, right? Social image will increase in UAE. And you can attract tax benefits to the salon. Yes, that's another reason. If you do more charity, sometimes you can attract tax benefits because every government, every country, they are giving some provision. Like I said, charity is a tax deductible expense. If you do, for example, 1 million worth charity, that 1 million you can deduct from your income tax. Because of the company, you have to pay the government income tax. But for income tax, there are certain deductible expenses are there, like charities on top of that. So that's another advantage. And also you can sponsorship will double as marketing. So it's kind of a sponsoring thing because sponsoring these disabled children and everything, the events is a kind of a marketing advantage. It doubles the marketing. Like it's not a direct marketing, it's indirect marketing. And fourth one, generate positivity around your brand, Dollhouse Beauty launch. This will happen as a result. You can use that glamour, the brand value, you can extend to other product lines such as, Versace Kids, right? And the men's salons, right? Everything. So for the everything, her glamour, her the reputation, the goodwill she earn out of these things, he can utilize in the business. There's a lot of organization doing this CSR project, corporate social responsibility projects. It's kind of a charity plus it's giving something back to society also, like a kind of indirect marketing also, holistic approach of marketing. So another thing is fifth one, increase network opportunities with clients and other communities in Dubai. So I told you, creating a network, like people might thinking about you in a good way, and then it creates a network. They will recommend you to another person. Okay, there's a very good, nice salon. You should take your kid to this salon because you know why? They are providing these very good services for the disabled children. They are providing a lot of charity works. It's a very good salon. You should visit one day. Rather, they will recommend. It's a word of mouth marketing. You can create some network of clientele with that, right? And moreover, it boosts employees' morale and you can attract top talent for salon workers. Like when workers also very easy to recruit because of that thing. Because workers also with me thinking what the big picture will be seen, the vision of the person and how she actually helping these poor kids and these charity works and everything because of goodwill. Workers also will get something because they know if you work there, it's kind of a increase their dignity, they can proud by working there. I'm working in this kind of organization. I'm working this kind of a good organization which concerned about the disabled children. I'm providing my service free of charge for these people like that. So you can, as a worker's point of view also, it's very easy for the Dollhouse Beauty launch, in this case the Samra, to easily attract the workers. So like that you can, it's your imagination. Pick one point and explain with the her Samra, Abu Samra salon charity business. Right. Question number 2, part B. It's an explain question. In the explain question, they're asking, explain one benefit of having limited liability to a business. Explain one benefit of having a limited liability to a business. In this case, no application. You can say one benefit and explain that. Benefit you can see especially the work employees, like the shareholders can, without any hesitate, without any stress, they can invest more because they know their personal possessions will be saved. In case of business bankrupt, the investor's liability is only up to the investment. They will not lose any personal belongings. So as a result of that, it increases trust and confidence on the business. Right? You can say this one using 3 sentences. Always 3-mark question, 3 sentences you need. Look at this question, the answer. Answer. A limited liability. As the name implies, members' liabilities for their debts and obligations of the LLC are limited for their own investment. This is one of the key advantages of a limited liability company. In other words, if company gets sued, shareholders' personal assets like bank accounts and real estates are protected. At most, shareholders only lose the money they put into the business and nothing else. Like that, you can say limited liability. You can see like an explanation question. You can give the reason why. One advantage is company, the shareholders' personal assets will be protected. In case of business sue or business is bankrupt, the shareholders of the business, they don't need to pay anything other than their investment. Like that, you can explain these terms in 3 sentences as a result. No application, just use that knowledge and you can knowledge part. You can easily put 1 advantage and 2 development points. As a result, increase the trust of the business shareholders, increase the value of the business, increase the security of the business. Like that, so you can limit, like at least leads to, you can say. Okay, question number 2, part C, 6-mark question. Right, so this paper we are giving because there are 4 questions are there for 20-mark questions. Therefore, in the small business, question number 1 and question number 2 consist of that. So question number 1 of there is 6-mark question, and question number 2 there is 6-mark question, and question number 3 also there is 6-mark question. So altogether 3 6-mark questions are coming, and in question number 2 there is a 9-mark question also there, and then question number 4 there is a 12-mark question also there. So big questions are 1 9-marker, 1 12-marker, and 3 6-mark questions are there, and also 4 explain questions also there, right? So other questions are small questions like state, explain, calculate, and MCQ questions. So analyze 2 benefits of employee satisfaction that might lead to the success of the Dollhouse Beauty. This chapter is actually, this time we are not going to checking because judging success part, employee satisfaction is a measure of judging success, but I'll go through the marking scheme to get some idea how employee satisfaction is important to the success of the organization. So this is the model answer. You can see the happy workers. If you have a satisfied workers, it consists of the happy customers, happy employees, happy customers. So go to Jack Ma, right? Owner of the CEO, founder of the Alibaba. That his statement: happy workers, happy customers. So customer satisfaction is there. Higher retention and lower turnover rate, like people will retain in the business long time and turnover will go down, mean like lower turnover, staff turnover, people would not leave the business. And higher productivity we can expect from workers, increased profitability, so less absenteeism, people will not get late or absent, and increase employee loyalty. These are the positivity can be expected from having high employee satisfaction. High employee satisfaction. But this time, so I'm advising not to go through that because this part we haven't covered yet this topic in business judging success, reason for failures, and everything. In the part D, you can see the 9-mark question, the last question for the question number 2 and small business paper. Samra is looking for an opportunity to expand her salon. Currently, she is considering 2 options for expansion. So what are 2 options? Convert to a limited liability company, option 1. Option 2, obtain the franchise license from the British salon called Toni and Guy and become franchisees. So there are 2 options. Now she's a sole trader. You can see she's operating alone, but now she has opportunities to expand the business. First, she can convert her business as a private limited company. Number 2, she can be a franchisee of the famous British salon called Toni and Guy. They're asking she's expecting some recommendation, and you have to justify which one is the most suitable for Samra. So when you're writing 9-mark question structure, I'm always, I think my previous session also have mentioned, and the exam technique video you can watch. I have seen all the exam technique answering styles I have explained there. So 9-mark question, what we expect is pick one option, right? If you pick option number 1, convert to limited liability company, then you can pick that option and you can talk about the 2 advantages of limited companies and 2 disadvantages of limited companies. So it's almost 4 points, 2 positives and 2 negatives. right? Not just a basic generic point, you have to write with the application. Use the BLT structure, right? Firstly and secondly. However, on the other hand, like that, you can see the content should be highly contextualized. AO2, AO3, AO4, which is assessment objective 2, application giving 3 marks or level 3, and then analysis another 3 more marks, and then evaluation 3 more marks. So we are going to read your answer. We can see, plan your answer first of all. When you're writing this kind of a question, first of all, take some time and plan your answer. What are the points that you're going to write? Highlight the points. If you cannot limited liability company, see the limited liability you can enjoy. More capital you can raise by selling shares to other friends and investors, right? However, limited liability company like a difficult, and there are so many documentations are there, like right articles of association, memorandum of association. You have to the compulsory to pay tax and find the company lawyers and registrar and all. So it's a little like time-consuming process of converting to a company, and accounting, everything is compulsory, right? So these are the main thing. Another advantage of limited liability company, you can the control you can remain with Abu Samra can keep the control with her and her family members. So there is no risk of losing control. That's another advantage. But however point you can say how there are so much administration costs and compulsory to pay taxes and so on with the application of the Dollhouse Beauty Lounge. If you select option 2, like being a franchisee, you can talk about franchisee advantages and franchisee to disadvantages. If you, in this case, if you become a franchisee of the Dollhouse Beauty Lounge, becomes a franchisee of the British salon Toni and Guy, Toni and Guy will give the essential training, workers training, the necessary equipments like spa products and the beauty equipments and tips and the showroom decorations, everything they will give you backup support in the startup package, including everything. And also they will provide a ready-made market for you, because Toni and Guy is internationally recognized British cosmetic and British salon. So it will be giving us Samra access to like a much like light market, like we call that, is access to like a much wider market share as a result of getting a franchise license, because a ready-made business and low risk of business failure. However, being a franchisee, Abu Samra will have to share the profit with the Toni and Guy as a royalty, because every profit, every month, every day, all the turnover from every sales, you have to share some commission like 10% with the Toni and Guy as being a franchisee. And for Samra, there is no creative. She can't use her decision-making power. She can't use her creativity and everything, because you have to always get the permission from the Toni and Guy, because you are working as a franchisee. So she can use her ideas in her business, like opening, for example, let's say 24 hours. Sometimes Toni and Guy say, no, we can't, we are not opening usually 24 hours. We are always opening like 10 o'clock to 10 o'clock. But Samra wants to open 24 hours, but sometimes Toni and Guy will not give the permission. Like that, there can be conflicts. So you can use your imagination, use your application skills, and write your answer. So 1 mark, so 9 mark, always you are giving only like a 1 page, just 1 page. You can see you can manage the space like 18 lines. So just write your answer. So no need to write. Some people's actually thinking, okay, you have to write more points, like 3 advantages. No, it's only always 2 and 2. So I'll show you the marking scheme to get some points there. So if you become a private limited company, Samra can have these advantages. Being a private limited company, option 1, shareholders have limited liability, more capital can be raised. These are generic points, but you have to use the application. You can see level 1, level 2, level 3. If you answer this level 3 only, you can access to 6 to 9 marks, right? That means at least like a 5 link strands must be there. 5 link strands mean at least 6 sentences, 5 sentences must be there, and 2 advantages must be there. Shareholders have limited liability, more capital can be raised by selling shares to other friends and families. Control cannot be lost to outsiders, so Samra can keep the her share, her controlling power. Business continues, shareholder die. Incorporated status, has more status than the sole traders and partnership. Yes, being a private company, Samra has become the chairperson of the business. However, point you can see financial information has to be made public. Control, money, cost and money take the time to set out. Profits are shared between more members, take time to transfer shares to the new owner, and cannot raise huge amount of money. So this is the strand method. Sometimes students may ask me, so what is strands? This is strand method. You are developing your point. You can develop this, for example, limited liability. You can say like that. Having a limited liability is advantage for Samra. In this case, it leads to protect the shareholders' personal belongings. Therefore, motivation to invest and protection for their investment can be seen. However, point you can say, however, high cost of administration is there, which will lead to increase the cost for registration and publication of the annual reports and so on. Therefore, this increase the paperwork and administration costs. This is the way you have to develop your sentences. BLT model is, this is the thing, because leads to, therefore, right? Bacon, lettuce, tomato, like a sandwich model. And also, if you provide the franchise business model, if you try to be a franchisee, these are the advantages and disadvantages of being a franchisee. Low risk of business failure, and backup support is given. Setup costs are predictable. National marketing may be organized, right? However, profit is shared with the franchisee here, Tony and Guy. Strict contracts has to be signed with the Tony and Guy. Lack of independence for Samra. Expensive to buy the license from the Tony and Guy. So look at the 5-strand method I have developed. In this case, firstly, you can see there's a low risk of business failure for salon, right? This will lead to Tony and Guy is an international reputed salon and can use their glamour, their reputation to promote the clients in Dubai. Therefore, Samra can increase her sales in salon and profit from salon. However, the disadvantage point, the lack of independence and control to Samra. In this case, Samra couldn't make decisions alone and her user creativity in the salon without the prior approval of the Tony and Guy. Therefore, her talents and business acumen going to be waste because of the Tony and Guy. This is the way, guys, now this is first point. This is the point I developed like that. This is called logical chain of reasoning. This is the way we expected in 9-mark writing and the 12-mark writing, right? So they are very carefully, right? Read this thing and understand these methods. Then you can, I'm pretty sure you can get a good marks in your examination, right? So, so today I expect, I think you understand these 2 concepts, 2 questions, which we cover 40-mark questions today, including 9-mark questions. So we discussed today the small business paper of the 2019 first term of year 10, right? So I hope you enjoyed the lesson today. So in my next session, I'm going to discuss the large business section, which is Lego, case studies Lego, investigating large business in my next session. Okay, from that, I'm going to wind up the session. Please subscribe this channel and you can continue watching these videos and you can learn more in future and you can get more good results for the examination and all the best in your examination. Thank you very much, guys.